His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa held a telephone call with His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq of Oman. The two leaders reviewed the close fraternal relations between the two countries and discussed the latest regional and international developments of mutual interest. They also underscored the importance of ensuring the freedom of maritime navigation in the Strait of Hormuz and all international waterways in a manner that supports global trade and reinforces the stability of the world economy. His Majesty the King wished His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq continued good health and happiness, and Oman further progress and prosperity. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa chaired the weekly cabinet meeting at Qudaibiya Palace. The cabinet commended the outcomes of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince of Jordan Al Hussein bin Abdullah II visit, noting the strength of long-standing Bahrain-Jordan relations across sectors. On the upcoming Labour Day, the Cabinet affirmed the competence, skill and creativity of the national workforce, as demonstrated by the efforts of Team Bahrain. Marking World Press Freedom Day, the Cabinet commended the Kingdom's journalists and media professionals for championing national priorities and upholding the professional responsibilities. The Cabinet directed the Ministry of Municipalities Affairs and Agriculture and the Ministry of Health to take urgent measures to address the causes of the increased volumes of mosquitoes across the Kingdom and to enhance control efforts and field monitoring to safeguard public health. The Cabinet then reviewed measures taken to address the impact of the hostile Iranian aggression against the Kingdom of Bahrain. The Cabinet then reviewed several memorandums submitted by ministerial committees and ministers, approving the following. A Memorandum of Understanding between the Agricultural Affairs and Animal Wealth Department at the Ministry of Municipality Affairs and Agriculture and the National Initiative for Agricultural Development aimed at enhancing cooperation in agricultural entrepreneurship training programmes. A Memorandum of Understanding between the University of Bahrain and the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland, the Medical University of Bahrain. The Government's response to several proposals submitted by the Representatives Council. The Cabinet also reviewed the following ministerial reports. The outcomes of the Kingdom's participation in the 38th session of the Food and Agriculture Organisation of the UN. The external engagements of ministers as well as visits undertaken by ministers to various countries in Bahrain in May 2026. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa met with the Representatives Council Speaker Ahmed Al Musallam and Shura Council Chairman Ali Al Saleh, who were accompanied by deputies and members of the bureaus of both councils and members of both councils at Qudaibiya Palace. His Royal Highness affirmed that the people of Bahrain have demonstrated both their commitment to advancing the nation's development as well as their dedication to safeguarding the Kingdom's stability. His Royal Highness noted that this shared commitment reflects a strong sense of national belonging across the kingdom, embodying the values of solidarity and steadfast support for Bahrain's leadership under His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. His Royal Highness expressed pride in all members of Team Bahrain for the strong sense of national responsibility and the contributions to the kingdom's development in fulfilment of national aspirations and objectives. His Royal Highness noted that the directives issued by His Majesty the King set out a clear roadmap for Bahrain's future, which is grounded in safeguarding national security and stability, protecting national capabilities, strengthening social cohesion, and reinforcing national unity and responsibility. His Royal Highness affirmed that the current phase requires unified national efforts, a strengthened sense of shared responsibility, and greater unity and cohesion among citizens to overcome the challenges and repercussions of the hostile Iranian aggression and to further advance Bahrain's progress and prosperity. His Royal Highness praised the efforts of the legislative branch and their contributions to supporting the kingdom's development and prosperity to meet the aspirations of Bahraini citizens. His Royal Highness affirmed the important role of constructive cooperation between the executive and legislative branches, underscoring the commitment to strengthening this collaboration in support of the implementation of plans, initiatives and programmes aimed at achieving the kingdom's goals. His Royal Highness noted that Bahrain, under the leadership of His Majesty the King, places citizens at the centre of his priorities and developments, as they are the foundation of the kingdom's success. His Royal Highness affirmed the importance of adopting initiatives that ensure the retention of national talent, support economic activity and create more high-quality opportunities for citizens across various fields, contributing to the kingdom's development and benefit all. For their part, the Representatives Council Speaker and the Nshura Council Chairman expressed a sincere appreciation for His Royal Highness's commitment to strengthening cooperation between the executive and legislative branches in a manner that advances shared objectives and meets the aspirations of the people of Bahrain. The Deputy Prime Minister Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, the Minister of Interior General Sheikh Rashid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, the Minister of the Prime Minister's Court His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, and the Minister of Finance and National Economy Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa, along with several senior officials, also attended the meeting. In implementation of the royal directives of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa to take the necessary measures against those who have acted against the interests of the kingdom or undermined its security and stability, and to ensure that Bahraini citizenship reflects the obligations it carries, and in line with the directives of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, to maintain the security and stability of the kingdom, a decision to revoke citizenship from a number of individuals was taken, pursuant to Article 10/3 of the Bahraini nationality law. The affected individuals were found to have supported hostile Iranian acts, including colluding with foreign entities. The decision was made following a formal submission by the Minister of Interior to the Cabinet in accordance with legal procedures. The total number of individuals whose citizenship has been revoked, including dependents, is 69. All of the individuals are of non-Bahraini origin. The relevant authorities will take all necessary steps to implement the decision in accordance with the Kingdom's laws. The competent authorities will continue to fulfil their responsibilities to ensure that Bahraini citizenship is held only by those who uphold the duty of loyalty to the Kingdom. The Executive Committee of the Parliamentary Division held its second meeting, chaired by the Speaker of the Representative Council, Ahmed Al-Musalim. The committee affirmed Bahrain's firm position condemning the hostile Iranian attacks targeting the Kingdom and countries across the region. It commended Bahrain's wise policy under the leadership of His Majesty the King, alongside the continued support and follow-up of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. The committee highlighted the Ministry of Foreign Affairs' role in advancing Bahrain's diplomatic efforts and achieving tangible outcomes at various levels. Members further praised the performance of Bahrain's parliamentary delegation, led by the Speaker during the 152nd Assembly of the Inter-Parliamentary Union in Istanbul, noting its contribution to strengthening the Kingdom's parliamentary diplomacy presence on the international stage. The meeting also reviewed a number of key agenda items. The General Command of the Bahrain Defence Force announced that all its services and units are at the highest levels of readiness and full defensive preparedness. The General Command expressed pride in the advanced combat readiness and high vigilance demonstrated by its personnel in carrying out the national duties to defend the Kingdom and safeguard its achievements. It urged the public to exercise caution regarding any unfamiliar or suspicious objects resulting from the hostile Iranian attacks and to avoid approaching or handling them. The General Command affirmed that the personnel of the Royal Field Engineering Unit remain fully prepared to safely deal with such objects, ensuring the safety of all citizens and residents.
إن الأداء المشرف الذي يسطره رجال قوى الدفاع البحرين يبعث على طمأنينة وثقة راسخة بأن سماء ومياه وأراضي مملكة البحرين مصونة بعون الله. إن ينصركم الله فلا غالب لكم.
The competitions of the UAE Arabian Horse Cup concluded in Bahrain for the third consecutive year, organised by the Bahrain Royal Equestrian and Endurance Federation, BRIEF, in cooperation with the Emirates Arabian Horse Society at the Bahrain International Endurance Village. BRIEF President His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Abdullah Al Khalifa praised the strong standard of the performances, noting that they reflect the dedication of owners and studs to preserving the purity of the Arabian horse and its heritage value. He also thanked the media for their professional coverage and expressed appreciation to the partners and sponsors for their support. His Highness congratulated the winners and wished the remaining participants success in future competitions. The closing day was attended by Capital Governor Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa and GSA Chief Executive Dr. Abdurrahman Sadiq Askar, alongside members of the diplomatic corps, guests and horse enthusiasts. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdulatif Al-Ziani, held a telephone call with the Portuguese Minister of Foreign Affairs, Paulo Rangel. They discussed the strong ties between the two countries and ways to enhance joint cooperation in various areas of mutual interest to serve their shared interests. They also discussed the latest regional developments and the repercussions of Iran's closure of the Strait of Hormuz to international navigation and its impact on the global economy, international trade and energy and food supplies. Both sides discussed enhancing cooperation and joint coordination in international forums, particularly in the UN Security Council, during Bahrain's non-permanent membership for the period of 2026 to 2027, in addition to a number of other topics of mutual interest. In accordance with the royal directives, repairs have been completed on 71 homes as part of the first batch of properties damaged by Iran's hostile aggression in Al-Hid and Sitra. More in this report.
In accordance with the royal directives to compensate citizens for the damage caused by Iran's hostile attacks, which resulted in damage to a number of homes and vehicles, the Ministerial Committee for Financial and Economic Affairs and Fiscal Balance has commenced studying and assessing the economic impact of Iran's attacks and devising appropriate solutions. This resulted in the completion of repairs to 71 homes as part of the first batch of damaged properties, comprising 30 residential units in Al-Hid housing city, 19 homes in Sitra, as well as 22 homes across various other areas. Technical and engineering works have also been completed in accordance with the highest approved standards, ensuring that these units are ready for residents to return and resume their normal lives. This on-the-ground achievement reflects the royal directives, with the repairs carried out in a phased sequence, prioritizing the most severely affected cases, while adhering to technical and engineering requirements that ensure the safety and sustainability of these homes, within a framework that reflects the kingdom's cohesion and readiness to address various challenges. Government efforts are continuing at an accelerated pace to compensate all citizens for the losses incurred to their property as a result of the unjustified hostile Iranian aggression that targeted civilians and infrastructure, as part of the commitment to safeguarding citizens' rights and mitigating the repercussions of this aggression. The Kingdom of Bahrain has proven to be a model in solidarity, crisis management, and prioritizing citizens' interests, as part of a firm government approach that affirms the country's ability to overcome challenges and consolidate development and stability.
As part of Bahrain's presidency of the 46th session of the GCC, Bahrain Tourism and Exhibitions Authority CEO Sara Bahiji chaired the extraordinary meeting of the Undersecretaries responsible for tourism in GCC countries. The meeting was held via video conference to discuss the impact of the hostile Iranian aggression on the tourism sector in GCC. Bahiji affirmed the shared Gulf commitment to unifying efforts and strengthening coordination in addressing various challenges and developments, particularly in light of the hostile Iranian aggression attacks faced by the GCC and its repercussions across multiple sectors, including tourism. She further emphasised that GCC countries continue to build on achievements in the tourism sector, drawing on strong assets that reinforce their position as leading regional and international destinations. She noted that with well-known determination, GCC countries are capable of addressing the impact of the malicious Iranian attacks in a way that supports and advances the tourism sector's growth. The meeting also reviewed a number of items on the agenda, including the proposed recovery plan and its key objectives, the discussion and identification of the roles of relevant entities, and the coordination of joint frameworks among GCC countries to enhance growth in the Gulf tourism domain. The Bahrain Chamber of Commerce and Industry BCCI affirmed that local markets are experiencing stability in the availability of food products and their prices, thanks to integrated coordination between government agencies and the private sector, in line with global prices, despite recent regional developments. The Chamber explained that air supply routes in Bahrain have begun a gradual return to transporting goods after a period of reliance on sea and land ports. This will enhance the efficiency of supply chains and ensure the continued flow of goods to markets. BCCI's chairman Nabil Kanu stated that the Chamber's Food Sector Committee has worked in coordination with relevant authorities to ensure the daily needs of citizens and residents, which has contributed to strengthening confidence and market stability. He also emphasised the Ministry of Industry and Commerce's ongoing efforts to monitor and control prices and prevent any illegal practices. The social insurance organisation is calling on employers wishing to benefit from the payment of salaries for insured Bahraini employees for the month of April to register electronically by tomorrow. In light of the legislative authority's approval of a draft law, adding a new clause to the decree law on unemployment insurance, and in line with the directives of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, the organisation confirmed that in coordination with the Ministry of Labour, it is continuing to take the necessary measures to pay the salaries of insured Bahraini employees in private sector establishments for April. The organisation urged employers wishing to benefit to register through the organisation's website by April the 28th to ensure that all eligible employees are covered. It also clarified that the salary payment procedures for eligible employees will be completed according to the insurance data recorded in the April invoice, and the funds will be transferred to the establishment on April the 30th in accordance with the approved regulations.